morning. And welcome to Spirit Point. And welcome to Durango, to this lovely morning with the birds and the trees and the sun. So I want to give you a lot of love to start, because today is really, really, really beautiful. It's very soft. So before we open it up, I want to give a lot of love and thanks and excitement to everyone that co-created and participated in the live Q&A, because that was a beautiful container. It really was. There was so much energy and love that entered into that, and it really was spectacular. So I give everybody a lot of love and joy for that. And if there's a desire for that to be kind of like continued, then, because it was more than just a Q&A, because it was just the amount of energy that entered that was inspiring and beautiful. So we can do, if people want it, we can always do like a monthly get together live Q&A where I guess everything's on the table. So I guess that's still in the works. But if that is desired, then let me know in the comments, and I'll make a post too. So we'll open it up. I think this one, this one is going to be another masculine initiation video, and it's what's the right word for that? I guess pouring the love. Yeah, pouring the love out from your heart. So what's been coming up a lot is that the defensive mechanisms within the masculine system that have protected it have also shut down part of the heart. And so with the full moon, and now we're entering the new moon, so this is kind of funny to feel that, but with the full moon, that was like and the eclipse, how it felt to me was that like so much energy came in, and then my heart was opened. So I don't have control of my heart. Like, that's the beautiful thing. I am my heart. My heart is me, and it's when that opens, like, it's not like I can open my heart to someone. It opens to that person. Like, it's beyond my level of control. So when my heart was open during that, it was a really amazing feeling, because it hadn't happened in like quite some time, that degree, and divine kind of opened it in union with my heart and my soul. And the amount of love that was pouring into me and pouring out was amazing, and it felt like home. And I was just like, oh, this is incredible. Since that, like the image that comes in is kind of like when you move a cup, like the water, if you have a full cup of water and you move it, like the sloshing, the pendulum. So after that, all the systems started to come up to the surface, and it was a lot of the protective, I guess the reasons and the protections and what was put in place to kind of like not give love. Like, you needed something in return. So it was like the conditions in order to open the door. Yeah. And those were starting to dissolve, which the moment they come up, I mean, it was pretty intense. So like feeling those coming up within the masculine initiation, like those are going to be a lot of hurts and a lot of sorrows. And there is this great abyss point. Sorry for the crop duster planes. We're in farm country, so Okay, that was a good little sign. So you had the plane go over directly overhead, and then I look up and there's a little finch right above me in the pear tree. So the masculine initiation, the protective mechanisms, and the sorrows that come up, and this great abyss point from the feminine. So, like, it is kind of like this absence, this quiet, this unknown that almost allows the energy to come up even further and really kind of surge within the system, because it's directly triggering those mechanisms, because they're just like, yeah, like, this is the reasons, like, you can feel it in the energies. And then playing with my own internal feminine, like, it was very quiet, very, very quiet, and it was not even like, it's still present, of course, but it felt absent. It felt like an abyss point. And so my masculine system, like, those protective mechanisms to shut down, like, surged up. And we talked about this before in the rewiring, the shutdown. And this is the continuation of that process. The when you get through that portal, because this is ongoing, kind of churning up all the dead skin and the protective mechanisms that need to kind of like be let go and dissolved and purified. So because you need to, like, the heart needs to open without obstruction. Like, when it opens, it's like running so much energy, and your system needs to be able to hold that charge. So this is like coming up again and again and again. And it's the true representation of the masculine energy. It's the true representation, masculine or feminine. Like, it needs to run freely and sustainably. And so feeling that, this is what's coming up. Here's the funny thing, is that what's happening from that is that all these reasons and stuff to kind of shut down, and like, you built on that. The jumping off point is you just give love. Like, the amount of love that pours out of your heart is amazing. But it's like, it's love without need. It's love without, it's simply who you are. Like, the amount of stuff that just started pouring from me. But you had, and here's the funny thing, it went directly to the feminine. So it went to my internal feminine. Like, and I will say this, before this point, in my experience, there was like 5 aspects of really, really amazing places that I had been to that came in to see me. And all 5 of them were like very, very pure feminine energy. And so, and they put their hands on my shoulder, and then that was the point where my heart just kind of like exploded. Erupted is probably a better way. And it just pouring love directly to the feminine. And it was love without need, without, that's interesting. Love without need, without expectation, without want. And it was, it's exactly like the sun. Like, you just shine because that's what you are. And all your rays of love go to everything and everywhere. And a lot of love is going towards the feminine. And it's an amazing feeling to feel, because it's a representation of, it's not even a representation, it's a embodiment of yourself, of the masculine energy that is pure and strong, but also the love just shines. It just shines. And it's a love for everything about it. Really is, without any need, without any expectation of how this will all go, or want, or container, because the changing of the energies, and like how much of the old system is dropping away. Like, you have no real framework to like put it into place. So like the protective mechanisms are wrapped up in that, and seeing it and wanting to get stable and protect the system as best as possible. But here's the thing, is that once you reach that point where you are just being, the love that pours out of you, it's not a detriment and it's not a service. It is simply an expression of being. It's like the two go hand in hand, but like you can't keep that within your system, and like there's no protective mechanism. It just goes through. And then what's really, as this continues, I would say that early on in the initiation, early on, how it felt to me is like a big resistance, and then I was pulled. And it was actually, in one way, like part of my system got to relax and heal, because like didn't matter, like they were gonna pull me in to do this. And now how it feels is that the road is laid down, your energy's pointed in a specific direction, you have to walk, and they'll show you which way to go, but you have to walk it. And so this is like, and the only way you walk it is by shining your love. That's the beautiful part. Like all of it just erupts and it goes. And then what's interesting is that you just follow that and you go that way. And it's amazing to watch. So it's all the creations, like everything has finally, how it feels to me is like it finally hit a point where the split and the sorrow is still there. Like there's still a great deal within the masculine system to come up and be processed. And the silence, in the meeting place, the meeting point, provides the space to walk through the really intense energies. And the energies themselves, I mean, we're hitting this point where I feel like the image I got was like there was so, like I've talked about it before, there was so much energy here, but now we're like actually walking through it and like getting sucked into such a condensed point of energy to be crystallized into. That is really intense. Like the amount of energy that gets like pressurized in the internal, like just the amount of energy that's focused, just, and that breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, it's like there's so much dense energy that you're hitting, but there's no time to like sit with it really and like mold over it. It's just like, no, you hit it, you process it, you go through it, and it's like continuation. It's one after the other. The dominoes are falling very, very quickly, and the cycle, the momentum within the energy is like picking up very, very quickly. And that opening of the heart, and the heart starting to beat with the love, like every beat of that heart is a wave of love that gets just, given's the wrong word, poured out throughout the system and given through everything. And you just watch. Here's a good practice, like you as your kind of physical representation, your mind, your how you operate, whatever, just watch where your love goes without obstruction. It's really funny to watch it, because you'll be surprised. Like, well, you don't, not necessarily. How it was for me is it went directly to the feminine. And I'm just like, oh, wow. And it was this, it just poured out without need, without want, without anything. And this is going to continue. And this rotation, like every beat of your heart is like the pulsating, the waves of love just going out and cycling. And the way you get a heart to beat, if it's not been beating, it's lightning, right? It's the defibrillator. So the shock, the electric energy I feel from divine starting that heart, and the quicker, some bees. They're all buzzing around. Um, the quicker the rotation, the more love gets surged out, and the more you walk through it, because the only way you walk down that road is with the beat of your heart, with every beat of your heart, with the beat of the heart of everything. So it's still in process. It's still embodying the pressurized diamond chrysalis, like that, walking into that much pressurized system. I feel like that's going to be a lot this month. So like, it's going to be a lot of pressure, and not in a bad way. It's just pressure to embody. Like, you don't become a diamond without the pressure. The old saying, the old cliche. So there's a raven. That's a good sign. Oh, it's the couple. That's even better. They're a nesting pair, two ravens. The couple just flew overhead, so that is very, very beautiful. I love that. So they showed up for everybody here. That was very, very fun. And from Durango, from me, from the sun, from the trees, from the birds, I give you a lot of love and joy and beauty in today. From me to you, I love you.